Well, hi again, everybody. The Robert E. Lee Red Raiders get their first district win this past Thursday night at Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium in Earl Campbell Field in an incredible game, a great comeback win over Lakeview Centennial, 59-54. Easy coaching, Coach Darrell Piskey, right? Nothing to that, right?
Yeah. Nice, calm game.
So bad, so you got so out there that you had to have surgery the next day.
No, well, that wasn't the reason, but it could have caused it. I'd had to have heart surgery probably.
Well, I don't know if you, I don't guess you can see it, but the coach has his right leg propped up. Tell them what you had done on Friday morning after the game on Thursday night.
Well, I had somehow or another this summer working out, I tore my meniscus, and it's been delayed getting done, so we got it done last Friday. Like I told Doc, I said, I don't really know how I tore it because I don't work out real hard. So anyways, got it fixed and ready to go.
All right, so you got your leg propped up. Now, isn't a meniscus kind of the same thing Zach Hall had done?
That's right. I told Zach I'm tougher than he is, and I'm going to work harder, so I'm going to be back quicker than he is. But no, it's, it wasn't any big deal, just a couple of 3 days on crutches, and I'm old, so I can take it easy.
All right, so the reason, the timing of this, because you do have a bye week this week, so no game coming up this week before you play Garland, so that gave you the opportunity to take care of this.
Yes,
right?
sir, get it done.
Surgery went okay?
Went good.
As far as you could tell?
went good. Don't bring my nurse up, I'll be in trouble.
Okay, we won't bring that
up. That's
my wife. Well, so you're back, are you back you're back at work, right?
Yeah, I went out there this morning on crutches and watched them throw and catch a little bit, just tried to stay out of the way.
All right, what goes on during a bye week for the Red Raiders?
Well, today, we just went out during the period. Typically, you give them that first day off of extra practice, but went out during the period and did some stuff, working on some stuff, specialty type, just shorts, t-shirt, and headgear. And then tomorrow morning we'll come in regular time and really more focused on us, get our crossovers. We got so many guys that's having to cross over, get them some extra work on the opposite side of the ball. And then by about Wednesday, we'll start working on Garland, actually looking at Garland stuff.
That game is on the 16th, by the way. That's a week from Friday night, October 16th at Williams Stadium in Garland. We got so many plays from that crazy game and it turned out very well, but we'll get to it pretty quickly. But just some general thoughts on, you fell behind 3 different times by 2 touchdowns, and the guys just never gave up, kept clawing their way back in.
Yeah, really, for the first time, I guess, in a while, we showed some heart, and which is good to see. It worries you after those last few, when we kind of just surrendered there in the fourth quarter and late third quarter. So they fought. They knew what it was, they know what's at stake, and so they battled through it, and it was good to see. And then to see them get rewarded with the victory, it means that much more. And
a couple of big plays made at the end of the game. The one that stands out in particular, especially if things go well like you hope for the rest of the year. They had a 4th down. Mason Parker makes an interception at the goal line that, who knows, might be the turning point in the year.
Yeah, that's right. It was big. It kept us where we had a chance and, got us the ball back. And so he did a great job. He doesn't get a whole lot of work over there being an offensive player. He just crosses over. So with limited work, that's why you put him over. He's a football player and made a great play.
He is. You had a bunch of offensive guys playing in the secondary too, didn't you?
Yeah, Larry, especially that last drive, we try to put the fastest guys we have over there and just go, hey, we just got to tackle them and not let them score and we'll be fine. And they did a good job, doing that. And Ijuan, of course, broke up that last pass.
Well, that was great. It was great stuff. Let's get to it because we got a bunch of plays. And we'll start off here. You're kicking off early in the ball game.
Yeah, this is a pooch kick. Hawk did a good job getting that kick where we needed it and pinning them down there. Mikhail Sanders right there making the play. Starting them on the 25 without kicking it deep and giving them a chance to run it back. It's the defense here. Again, Cameron Holmes stretched it out. Braden Coates coming from the inside, and everybody's fitting where they're supposed to fit. A few times we didn't outside linebacker got cracked, and our safety didn't replace fast enough. And then that little 6 kid, he's fast as lightning.
He was fast, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did a good job running that stretch play.
You look at this punt here. This is a great kick. Both of your kickers, Chris Bloss and Matthew Hawkins, both made contributions.
Yeah,
this
that's
year.
right. This rugby-style punting, a lot of people have gone to it. And it really what it does, it puts them in a bind. If you can really do that and pin it away from them, I don't know how many Bloss killed inside the 10 this week, but it was pretty good. Here's another, this may be the onside kick here, but no. It's a good run back right here. They had a pretty good little blub kick they kicked, and then they kicked it deep right here. And, of course, if you kick it deep today, he's liable to make you pay for it. But you look and you got those guys trying to block right there, Theo Brooks and Ajuan Barker. Special teams actually reached all their goals this week for the first time all year. They 100%, so that's good.
And, shout out for a kid like Theo Brooks. Doesn't get a lot of playing time on offense.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's on all the special teams,
yep,
right?
getting out there on special teams and just contributing.
And it's hard, the guys have to be very disciplined on a play like that, not to illegally block somebody and get a call back, right?
Yeah.
And then a kid named Parker Musselwhite has also been pretty good on special teams.
Yeah, he does a good job and gets after it. It's a pooch kick. Another good play right there. It's Theo followed up by Sanders again.
Yep. Number 24 there's Rhett
Parker. If you get that thing high enough and just the right distance, they shouldn't be able to ever return it. We screwed it up a couple of times, let them reverse field on us.
That was a good pursuit. Kind of pinned him in the corner, didn't you?
Yeah. Another defensive highlight here.
That's that knucklehead of mine there.
Yeah,
right?
He tripped and fell into him.
That's the same thing I told him. I'm glad you brought that up.
No,
that kind of substantiates what I just said. Lucky.
His shoulder square. That's a big short yardage play there, and came up and made a play.
For those of you who think I'm being hard on the kids, that's my son Braden was on that last play. So I can say that about him.
You can say whatever you want about him.
I can say whatever
you and I
want.
can. Nobody else can.
Now, I think this is Campbell Miller's play, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With a little help from Harrelson. Another offensive play here.
Again, number 9, Chance Amy switched numbers this week. He's wearing number 9, and it's a heck of a catch by Tyree Grayson.
Great job of going and getting the football there. Got the penalty on the holding on him, and then he's just separated. And
look at him lay out here, though.
Yep, did a good job, made a good catch. It was a good throw by Chance, getting it out there. What Chance will continue to get better at is he can't. Sometimes he waits till they get open to throw it to them instead of seeing them throwing them open, and once he sees where they're going in the space to throw it to and throw it a little sooner, that's why some of his deep balls early in that first half came up short, but he'll get better and better. He
made really good strides this second start,
that's right.
didn't he?
Guys did a pretty good job here recognizing the screen. That's Cameron Holmes. But you see some D linemen, too, that redirected and noticed it pretty quick.
Samples. Mm-hmm. Got to get John to keep from jumping off sides. That happened
Yeah,
a couple
I don't
times.
know if he knows it's that brown thing right there is when he's supposed to go. Maybe we'll have to coach that this week.
He's just eager to make a play, Coach.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah. But, you can't do that. He did it twice this game.
No, I know. Good play here.
Good job. Really, all of them. You look, there's 6 jerseys out there around a quick screen, and that's what you got to have to stop it. They kick it deep again to us. This is little Tyreek. I don't know if I'd ever kick it to Tyreek or Day-Day.
Look at Theo Brooks leading the way upfield, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyreek and Day-Day Thacker both, they don't much like the fair catch, do they?
No, and Mason same way, which is good, and Ajuan. I mean, none of them like the fair catch, which is good. They just got to know when they have to, and most of the time they've done a pretty good job on it. Special teams have really been, pretty good for us.
rolling out.
Chance.
This is a heck of a throw right before the
Yeah.
sidelines.
Doing a good job of keeping his eyes up. Last week that's where he struggled a little bit, is once he got a little initial rush, he'd drop his eyes to the rush and not see those guys downfield. Now he should have thrown the out immediately. I don't know what he was looking at, but he did a good job keeping his eyes up there.
That's Ajuan, was it not?
Yeah, that's Ajuan Barker.
Yeah. There you
Good
go.
job getting a good push. Campbell Miller does a good job coming over from the defensive side.
How'd the O-line play Thursday night?
A lot better. Did a lot better, more physical. That's what Coach Quinlan's always talking to them about. If we can't run the football, we're going to get beat. And so
Right.
they got to be physical, and we got to be able to run the football. Another good job right here, Mikhail. At times Mikhail played really well, and sometimes he's just too tentative. We got to get him to play in that, aggressiveness. He just gets worried, lack of confidence, I guess, gets worried about getting beat. If he just turn it loose and let it hang out, he's a pretty good football player.
But yeah, he can make big plays
Yeah, that's
too,
right.
for you. Already has a pick this year, has that block punt touchdown
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he just got to not play timid and get after that's big samples there.
John has a ton of talent, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He does. He just got to keep improving. That's just going heel line, making a play. Samples blocked both these kicks, I believe. Blocked this one and then blocked the next one later on.
Those turned out to be big points
Yeah,
for
that's
you, too.
right. Really big.
Here you go. This is a wide-angle look at it. So Samples, not the guy on the edge who blocked
No, it was Samples right up the middle.
Right up the middle? Okay. Because I couldn't tell in real time.
Yeah,
during
that's
the game.
right.
It's a-
Gave it to Quinn probably. That's who I thought did it Thursday night.
Here's Chance keeping the play alive.
Yeah,
And then having the presence of mind
keep his
before
eyes
he.
upfield, that's right.
Absolutely.
like I say, he got a lot better at that last week. And then, of course, Mason does a good job after the catch.
This is Mason Parker. He's playing both ways. He had that catch, and of course later on he'd had that big interception. But
Had a fumble, stripped a ball carrier and recovered the fumble, and then had an interception. Contributed on special teams. He's probably tired on Thursday
I
nights.
bet he was.
Hawk did a good job here. He boomed both his field goals. One of them we actually took the points off the board. Made me a little nervous, but it worked out.
Yeah, this was actually your first accepted field goal of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
And Mark Russell broke his hand, so Mason Parker's also the holder.
That's
here.
right. He stepped in. He's the holder now, and a little bit of everything. Back on offense here, Tyreek's at the Wildcat.
Is that the first time we'd seen that play this year?
That's it right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't stay wide. He's not. We got to get him where he uses his speed in this Wildcat. If you look, Tavon's got the edge. Everybody's got the edge sealed if he just haul butt around the edge. But, after he turns back, makes about 25 yards, you just say, good job.
Yeah. Again, just so fast.
Yeah,
Can
that's
outrun mistakes.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Not
Yeah,
all the time, but
Not
most
all
of
the
the
time,
time.
but
And here's Tavon Wesley.
Tavon here, O-line got a good push, gave him a clean edge, and he did a good job of hitting it. That's Morgan and Perez up top there getting good blocks at point of attack. Chance again, making a good read, getting a good pull, and doing what he can do.
Yes, sir.
Got that ball a little high and tighter this week, which is good to see.
Bigger, not quite as fast as Zach, but a bigger kid.
Yeah.
Strong arm, got
Big,
a chance
strong.
to be really good.
Yep, that's right.
How'd he get better this week from that first start?
Well, just worked on it. I know early Monday I was talking to him about his feet, a little slow on his quick passing game, and he'd already recognized that and said he worked on it all weekend. This little surprise onside kick here, and Thought we
Cameron
almost screwed it up and didn't get it, but we ended up getting that ball.
That's Cameron Holmes.
Yeah.
That was a big play in the game,
Yeah,
too.
it was. Big play right there. You know,
Got that second bounce, and that's all it takes,
Hawk
right?
did a good job. You know, he did that for us last year. You know, against Saxon, we got 2 or 3 of them. So it's a big weapon to have. You can get that first bounce just right.
Now, Bloss is a senior, but Hawk's a junior. You'll have him
Yeah,
back next
that's right.
year, right?
That's right. And they've had some good competition. And again, this is Chance making the right read, and Keyshawn Davis downfield blocking.
I don't think we saw Keyshawn Davis's touchdown, did we?
You know, I don't
early in the
remember
game?
seeing it yet.
Yeah, but give him some props
Yeah,
for
that was a key.
early on.
That was 3rd and long, and Chance had to scramble and found Keyshawn, and he caught it and went to the house with it. So that was good for Keyshawn.
Now, this play was difficult to defend all night long, but you guys
There's
got a
Mason
strip there.
stripping. Well, if you'll look, if Mikhail will be more aggressive on it, see how he's slow playing it, he ought to be going up there trying to blow that guy up. I don't know what's going through his mind, but luckily Mason came and took the football.
Wow. See, that's the first time I've seen it like that. Again, when you're calling the game in real time, I didn't see it
Yeah,
quite like that.
yeah.
He
That
just took it away from him,
Took
didn't
him
he?
right away from him. That was Campbell Miller and John Samples here making a good play.
Yep.
Campbell does a good job working his way through trash.
Campbell's an excellent middle linebacker.
Pretty good
He-
inside
I think he can
backer.
play at the next level,
Yeah,
don't you think?
he's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's already pretty good.
Yeah,
He's a fine junior. He's a junior, so
yeah.
guy'll be back next year. Tunnel
That's Dre
screen.
Calhoun. Tackles pretty good in space, does a good job reading that little tunnel screen.
Which on that play, if first guy misses, it can be trouble,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. They get a crease. You got all them linemen pulling out there, so you normally, you know, if you don't get them quick, they got some space. It don't matter who's on offense, who's on defense, you're going to be in trouble. This is a good throw right here. Day went and got it.
This was late in the ball game to get you. You're down 9.
Yeah,
Here.
Yeah.
And they had just scored
yeah,
to go up 9, missed an extra point,
yeah.
and you got this play, so right back to 2 after
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, it was big. I saw that ball. Bobo got a little nervous in the game, but it worked out good.
Now, is this the 4th down play?
178 now because it's
No.
just looked like 9 yards to go. It's yeah, it's 4th and 9 right here.
Okay, this is the play, possibly the play of the year right here.
Yep, Mason Parker
Defensively.
got underneath him. What they'd been doing all night is throwing that little fade ball to 15, and Mason played it pretty well right here. The rest of the night they'd had trips away from it. This time they brought trips to it. But Mason just did what he's supposed to do and stayed on top and made a play.
Kid had a step there at the
Yeah.
beginning, but his closing speed
Yeah.
and just the competitive nature.
Yeah.
That was a great play. So that gives you an opportunity
To go score.
to go score and win the game.
Yeah,
And this is part of that.
pretty good catch right here.
2 guys in the same area.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to
No.
happen, is it?
Day supposed to be more down the seam, but see how he splits it. But now once it's thrown, he veers out, and luckily one of them caught it. We didn't really care who caught it.
Just somebody, long as the
Just-
guy with a black jersey on
Yeah.
caught it, right?
And then here's the.
They didn't let y'all score here, did they?
No, I don't think so. We were trying to slow it down and not give them any time left, but then we got to where, hey, we got to score. And
Yeah, okay. No, it didn't look like. I was wondering, though, you know, to give themselves,
yeah.
maybe if they let,
I've seen it happen before.
so they'd have a little time.
Yeah,
But anyway, they've got less than 30 seconds to go, so
29 seconds.
Coach, way to go. Your clock management was impeccable there,
Well,
right?
well, you know, when you do that hurry-up crap, I'm trying to tell them, you know, hey, slow down.
Right.
Let's just milk this. Defense does a good job.
This is the last play of the game.
Yep, right here. Guys coming up. You know, that Hail Mary always scares you.
Yeah. Been some strange
Yeah,
things have happened
that's
on
right.
Hail Marys, right?
Yeah. Especially with the athletic quarterback. Does a good job. He gets it down there deep. people go to tipping on that ball. It can be tipped a lot of places that aren't good. So that was a good one to get.
Yep.
Back to the start.
And that takes us back to the start of the game. Well, 59-54. Those are the kind of games the way things are, as the former Ranger manager Ron Washington used to say, that's the way baseball go. That's the way football go these days, isn't it? You got to win games like that.
You got to win some of those. That's right. And it's going to be like that every week. It's going to come down to the wire.
I can't take it every week.
No,
Please tell me that's not the case.
I wish it wasn't, but that's just going to be the way it's going to be. District's really packed and tight, and a lot of guys. You look at games throughout district, and Rowlett beat Garland 34-28, and a lot of competitive games this last week, and there will be every week.
Didn't the Rowlett quarterback get hurt?
That's what the guys said. We don't know. I hadn't talked to Doug yet to what extent. And of course, Kendall over at Lakeview, that little 6 kid, getting hurt. That's something people don't see. Kendall and I were talking on Thursday night, and then again on Friday night, just compassion that coaches, as a fraternity have for each other, and when we lost Zach, I mean, every guy in the district, texted me and really sincerely felt bad for us and stuff like that. And then Friday night, Friday during the day, guys texting congratulations, from within the district. And, that's one thing Kendall and I, the head coach at Lakeview, talked about Friday is people outside this business don't see the true compassion coaches have for each other and what they have to go through. And, you lose a key player and don't win games and they send you packing and, just the camaraderie these guys have. So we don't know yet. I didn't know till this morning when the guys were telling me, but I'll, try to talk to Doug and see what's going on. Just wish them the best.
Now, you were talking about, we've been joking about your knee surgeries, no joke to you, but about Zach's having the knee surgery a month ago. Bye week, Garland next week, what do you think his status is going to be?
Well, from what I hear, he's got a chance to be back next Friday night against Garland. So, that we'll just have to wait and see how the rehab keeps progressing. I know he's starting to do more this week than he did a week before, and so we'll see where we are. And, good news is Chance is getting better. So either way, we're going to be, able to compete.
You got 4 games left. Be great. The easy thing to do is just go win them all.
Yeah, that'd be the no-brainer, how you want to go about it. And that's what we talked about Friday night or Thursday night before the game is, if we win this one, we're in good shape. If we lose this one, we have to win them all. We don't want to put ourselves in that situation. But, yeah, if you win them all, you're in.
And the games you got left, you got the Garland game, you got a Rockwall game on the road, you got Naaman Forest, and you got North Garland.
Yeah.
You definitely need to win 3 out of these.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We've known that the whole time out of these first 3. Needing to get at least one of them. 2 would have been great, but get at least one of them, and then you get at least 3 of these, then you've got a chance. It doesn't assure you of anything. Like I say, with the districts is so messed up. If that Bonner kid's hurt for Rowlett, and of course we know 6 is out for Lakeview, it just throws things all up in there. You don't know who's going to win on Friday nights.
Injury-wise, of course, we know about Zach. What else happened on Thursday? I saw some kids limping off. What's the injury situation?
Yeah, I think we're all good. The Sims kid was limping, but he's limping before the game. So. As far as I know, this morning everybody was good to go and everybody was practicing, so we ought to be in good shape.
What's the schedule like? I think we mentioned this earlier, but the schedule during a bye week, it's never to say an off week because you're not off anything. You got a lot of work. We
didn't come in early this morning. Monday we didn't come in early. We just worked during the period. We turn them loose after school. Tuesday we'll come in, but you focus more on yourself for the first couple of days, and then starting that 3rd day, we'll start looking at Garland, and then on Friday, you'll kind of give them a shorter time on Friday and just work them out during the period and turn them loose after school and hopefully get them refreshed and ready to go for the last drive.
As far as just an early look ahead to Garland, I remember once upon a time Garland ran a wing offense.
They're not doing that anymore.
They're not doing that anymore. But they won a state championship doing that.
That's right. They're spread, but they run the football well. They're physical. They play, get after it and play hard. defensively. So it's going to be a challenge, but it's one that we can win if we'll go in there and play good and don't turn the ball over, and play some defense and tackle some people. We'll have a chance at the end.
They had a big old running back last year. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. Well,
where did he wind up
Miller,
going?
I think, was his name.
Where did he wind up going?
I don't really know. Somewhere, probably just off our game. He was probably offered quite a few scholarships after our game, but no, he was a good running back. Stayed patient, stayed up in there. Kind of a teaching film, we'd like to use for our guys, on that power and zone stuff, being a little more patient. He did a great job and really tore us a new one last year.
You still gave up 54 points in the ball game. Only you had 59. That's good. So talk to me about the defense. How well do you think they're playing right now? Where do they need to improve?
Well, at times, we played pretty good. And we got that turnover, and then the dang offense gave it right back to them. Turning it over ourselves. On that strip that Mason had. Really, what hurt us last week, as much as anything, is our crossover guys. Not just our crossover guys, but that's some of them that hurt guys that play both ways. Fitting when that outside linebacker would get cracked, they didn't replace outside, and that's why that little 6 broke some long ones on us early in the game. We got to get better at that. If we'll get better at fitting the passing, the secondary part of it, covering the pass part of it has gotten better. Ajuan, those guys come over, they do a good job helping us out there. Now it's the run part when you get a crack block versus no crack block, what to do. Just getting better at that, and that's what this open week's going to be for.
So your offensive guys who are playing defense are mostly in the secondary.
Yeah,
and we're talking Ajuan Barker.
Mason Parker.
Who else? Tavon Wesley.
Well, Tavon hadn't played much, but Day has, and Ajuan has, and Mason Parker
and
has.
Even Tyreek Grayson was in there at the end of the
Tyreek,
game.
the other night, we just put our fastest guys out there knowing that once they caught it, we just had to be fast enough to tackle them before they got to the end zone, we'd win.
And some of the other depth guys, I know who the starters are, but let's kind of shout out for some of the young men who are getting a chance to play in rotation on defense, like John Collis.
Yeah, Collis has been getting in there doing good. Gale got in there the other night. Noel Gale got in there the other night and kept his pads low and worked hard. Niedryer, starts and keeps his pads low and works hard. So those guys up front, they're just rolling in and doing a good job when they get in there. They're not the biggest guys, but if they'll just keep their pad level down and compete and get after it till the whistle blows, and they'll be able to roll in and do some things. Corey Green got in there the other night and played a little bit. So, that's kind of by committee. Samples, ought to be the anchor of that D-line, and at times he is. He needs to be all the time. And then those other guys come in and be role players.
And again, it takes a team, and your special teams guys. You've had a number of kids who might not get many snaps from scrimmage, but they're out there banging away on those kick teams, and they made some plays the other night too, didn't they?
Our special teams, I think I said earlier, they reached every goal the other night, and that was the first game that we'd reached 100% on our special team goals. So that was a good sign. It's got to continue to be a weapon for us. That's a third of the game. If we can get onside kicks when we try them and make field goals when we kick them and complete fake punts when we fake them, then we'll have a chance.
And sure it feels better in a bye week to have won a game, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Anytime you can get a victory, it sure feels good.
When are you going to stop limping on that?
Well, crutches last day's today, so I won't be able to limp tomorrow. If I am, I guess they'll call me a sissy.
Well, congratulations on getting that done.
Yeah, it's done now. Yeah, I'm ready to go, and then I won't be limping as bad out there as I was before surgery.
All right. Again, Coach Piskey has had his knee surgery. The Red Raiders have their first district win. Hey, it's all good. There are 4 games left, and they're all big ones. Now, the next game up is an October 16th. That is a Friday night game, not a Thursday, but an October 16th game at Williams Stadium in Garland. And again, that Friday night, October 16th game is against the Garland Owls, and it's a big ball game. There's still a road game against Rockwall and home games left against Naaman Forest and North Garland. So the Red Raiders obviously need and deserve your support as they try to push for the playoffs. And again, no game this week, but October 16th at Garland against the Garland Owls. For Coach Piskey and the Red Raiders, I'm Bill Coates. Thanks for joining us.